Can I also record?
Yeah, go ahead and nope.
I will boom. I will send you now the request. Mm. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I guess it works, right?
Yeah, all good here.
And here, mm, okay, perfection. Good morning, Michael. So good to see you.
Good morning, and it is good morning here in LA.
10 a.m., right?
Yes.
And here is a beautiful evening, stormy. It's kind of spring already, quite warm. The nights are cold, and now it's getting dark, very stormy, beautiful weather. I was walking back from the office to home. This was like, wow, wow,
Yeah,
stunning.
I love storms. I
Me
love
too, me
I
too, me
love the
too.
wind. I love the wind. Like walking in the wind is so beautiful.
Totally, totally. Michael, thanks for kind of playing with me. This was this impulse out of the blue, of course. Just boom, and I was like, okay, let's meet. And I would say, let's talk about this full-on aliveness, about this beautiful directness, alreadiness,
Yeah.
innocence. I now
Uh,
grab all the words. I
I
know you
love
love.
you're hitting all the right notes. The
Right, right, right.
innocence, aliveness already.
Um, totally, totally. This is which most resonates here. It's like a music. You're playing a music song,
Yes.
and there's no way to not listen to this and even tuning louder. And
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful. Like this all-encompassing, this is it. Um, no, not knowing, of course, what this is, but this is
Right.
it.
Exactly.
And to feel this kind of yes, this relaxation in this, but without knowing what this is,
Yeah. Beautiful.
no matter what, no matter what.
Yeah, no, there's no the answer is not coming.
Exactly. No matter what thoughts are rising, knowledge about the message. Okay, he says this contraction, the feeling of me, the no me, non-duality, duality, all those things are just like empty things. Come and go, and you're just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like this is simply this relaxation, not knowing. There is no need. Um, the thing here, the need to know what this is, simply is not there. And this is this beautiful um, kind of surrender to the unknown.
Yeah, well, there's already no, so even if there's a need to know this, because there was here for many years, there was this
You too.
powerful, all-encompassing drive for nothing else mattered. It wasn't about money, it wasn't about relationships, it wasn't about sex, it wasn't about fame, none of that. It was just, what the fuck is going on?
Mm, mm. Yeah, same here. In a way, same here. Without knowing this drive to totally, but it's the same time. At the same time, this contrast, wanting to know this, but I had no clue what it was.
Exactly.
Now I can simply going into the story. It's quite obvious. At the same time, this total panic, this fear of this unknown.
Yeah.
It was simultaneously playing out the whole time here, and this was kind of so such a weakness in a way, like it plays out here, and at the same time unfuckable, you know? Such a paradox. I could not, it's in a way, yeah, it's full on aliveness.
Yeah, and it seemed like, I don't know, Rosa, for you, but here I looked around and everybody else seemed pretty okay, with everything. Yeah, they have bad days and good days and depression and sadness, but there was something different here. This here was not, it was not so simple. It was like giving a baby a cookie. For me, the cookie wasn't going to do it. I was looking for the ultimate. Where's God? What's going on? Why do we?
When was it, Michael? What age was it? How old were you there?
Actually, I think I was I don't know if it's going to show in the video, but your eyes have this beautiful purple indigo glow from your glasses. We'll see if it shows.
Yeah, yeah,
It's beautiful. Um,
I will let this. I can also do without, but I will leave
no,
that,
no,
okay?
yeah, no, I like it. For me, those are my favorite. Indigo is my,
Okay.
yeah, I love indigo. But yeah, I would say I came in as a seeker because even from, a very early age, I was seeking something. I couldn't put my finger on it, but even as a kid, I was restless.
Mm,
Like the new toy, the new bicycle, it only lasted for
mm,
so long. And then I said, well, now what?
mm.
And it was just endless. And
Compared, Michael, compared to the other kids, or then when you grow older, wasn't it like also kind of the same like with a lot of others, or was it kind of different?
no, it's different because this was never nothing worked, nothing, one thing after the other failed. I could see eventually what I was like, oh my God, nothing works. That was it,
Mm,
full stop. Nothing more,
mm,
nothing works, period.
mm,
Boom.
mm,
So,
mm.
like you said, you could call it surrender, but really, right, there's nobody to surrender. But
Yeah.
it was like, well, I don't fucking know. And I'm sort
Mm,
of, I mean, just to put it in street jargon, it's like owning the I don't know.
mm, mm. Beautiful, beautiful. I totally get this. It was very similar here. Of course, completely different stories, but
Sure.
in the essence, that's it. And um, beautiful, beautiful. This is
And I
like
just want
this.
to
Yeah,
add, Rosa, I just want to, and there's nobody here to own it. I just want to it
yeah,
wasn't
of
like I
course,
knew that there was
of
nothing,
course.
nothing worked. It just nothing worked
Yeah,
how it was seen by
yeah,
nobody.
yeah. Now that you're saying this, it's kind of um totally, as you say, nothing is working totally like also looking at the others, like the family members, okay? Watching what they're doing, it's like, what? I mean, this is totally crazy, you know? This can't be it. But without knowing what's going on, and then hearing this message for the first time 3 or 4 years ago, and this was kind of this, all right, all right. This, in a way, was this, you can say it makes sense, but for no one. It's hurt, but from no one. Because this thing, this senselessness, this
Hmm.
blown wide openness, this unknown, this was it exactly what was the whole time, you know? And it was not missing. It was the whole time full
Yes.
on this.
Yeah, yeah,
And when you hear this, but you're not hearing this, it's just like, okay, maybe this is then this, okay, and
yeah.
then it kind of plays out.
Yeah, it can hit in infinite ways because I hear some speakers or whatever talk about they were very sad. Here there was no, I don't know who would be sad, but there was no sadness here. People, I've heard that where You know, oh, I was losing everything I ever had. Well, I never had anything. So that was all imagined. So there's no sadness over an imagination. And yet there could be, because this can, as we say, Rosa, this can play out. There's no rules.
No rules, no rules. Full on, free fall. Um, yeah, how was it here with the sadness? Um, no, 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 exactly. There was nothing to lose. There
Yeah,
was nothing to
beautiful,
lose.
beautiful.
Everything was already lost. There was no, very early in the story here, as a teenager, this was seen that nothing in the outside, the worldly sex, drugs, and rock and roll,
Right.
this is totally of non-interest directly. So I was never with this thing. It was going in inside, and then the thing was seen, okay, going here and looking, it's the same as going there and looking, you know, and the whole thing just,
Yeah,
it was
collapse.
obvious.
Yeah,
It was obvious.
yeah.
But as you said, no sadness, but actually, okay, actually a full on a joy, but also with a lot of crying in a way. I was going through emotions, and this was with a lot of crying, but there was no sadness. There was just like, why am I crying? You know, it was kind of whatsoever played out.
Yeah, but you didn't know why you were crying.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody
And it
knows. That's the thing, Rosa. Nobody knows. Like people, you can make a story can appear. Oh, I'm crying because I lost my true self, whatever. But what I'm saying is the stories, they're just crying. Crying doesn't need a reason to cry. Ask the tears. Do you need a
mm,
reason, tears, to come down my cheek? No. Will
mm,
not answer.
mm. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. It's just what's coming out. It's just how the cookie crumbles. It's
It's
I
just
love
this.
this.
It's just this. It's Michael and Rosa having a chat on Zoom. This is all that's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, you surprised. Did you surprise me? You did surprise me. Rosa.
What's up, Michael?
You
What's up? What's up?
little
What's up?
Rosa, you little sneak. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling.
Boom.
I'm spilling secrets. Get in here. Get him in here. You're so funny, Sander. You and
Boom.
Rosa. Oh my God.
Sweetheart.
Let's see if he's,
Sweetheart.
oh, there. Yeah, listen, it was so hard not telling you. So Rosa goes, yeah, don't tell Sander that we're doing this. And I avoided you this morning. I cannot lie to my brother, so I'm just going to avoid him. Jeez.
Yeah, I was thinking, why is he not saying anything
She
today?
made me,
My
she made me
friend.
promise on a stack of Bibles.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it.
Oh,
That's it.
this, this is so cool. Listen, Michael. This was really like a total impulse. I told you, like, please let's connect. This is going to be a surprise for Zanderlinchen. You see the senselessness? Whatever this means, a surprise. Surprise for Zander, but just like,
Yeah, it's so funny because I took it as you wanted you and I to do the interview, and then he'll be surprised when you upload it. That's how it was
right,
heard
right.
here.
This was the impulse this was the impulse to do just the two of us, and then uploading it, and Xander is going to see it. And what?
Well, maybe he wouldn't even watch it. Where's the surprise? Who knows?
Well, here was this popping up like this. So, and
There
then
was a
Michael
hope that he would
directly was like,
watch it.
but and then Michael, listen, and then the next day I was like, oh no, 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 no. We are going to surprise Michael.
You did. You turned the tables. It was beautiful. It was. You've got me. You guys. You told when as soon as I saw Sander, it said Ag one. For a split second, I was confused. I'm like Ag one, and then I saw Sander. I go, oh, those bastards got me.
Beautiful, sweetheart. Beautiful that you joined, that you joined. And and this is the triple surprise Zoom, because I'm also surprised.
Triple.
This is totally surprised what's going on here, and this is beautiful. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
So here it's just talked about. It's already.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's already. Boom.
Yeah. Saying it's already is already. Already. So what were you guys talking about?
What it was like growing up. If we, sort of bought into the dream, so to speak, and I think Rosa and I were both saying it didn't quite work for us.
Yeah.
No.
And
Yeah.
Michael, when was it working for you?
Well, it would appear to work for, a moment, or a little period, like reading Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, and say, oh, so I just stay in the now and then I'm cool. So there was,
Beautiful.
so that
And
was
then
tried.
I'm cool.
Yeah, that was tried until it was seen it was impossible. Like it became, where's the now? Like, what is this now that I'm getting into? Where is it? I've never seen the now. There's just this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and this doesn't work. Neither does it not work. It
Beautiful.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's just thing, and not even that. So it doesn't work, neither does it not work. But yeah, beautiful Eckhart Tolle. I love this character, beautiful.
Totally. He is such a funny cookie. He is so sweet. I could hug him and I don't know, he's so sweet. The way he's explaining also with the voice and then laughing and it's I love this. I love this.
Yeah. So that was another example of what worked until it didn't. Because with Eckhart, you've got this, pain body to deal with. And so that was always an unending job of trying to keep my pain body in check.
Yes, beautiful. Yes. Yeah, because there was no one already doing the holding in check or able to holding this in check. And you can call this a pain body, but there's no one to hold this in check. There's just this, and calling it a pain body or whatever, not a pain body, doesn't matter. But no one is holding this in check already, or not holding it not in check, or trying to hold it in check. So it's an endless quest, as there's just the quest.
I remember I was as a teenager kind of got in touch with awareness, Thich Nhat Hanh. This was kind of helpful for me.
Yeah.
And I was always doing all the things on my own. I was used to this because of the tennis sport. I was simply raised like, this is just, you're used to do the things on your own, explore, do. So, and this was the same with the awareness thing on my own. And then my mother came up with Eckhart Tolle, with the pain body. And she saw similarity in the things which I was doing in this. And then we were kind of, yeah, exactly, with the pain body, feeding the pain body. And yeah, beautiful. And perfection already. And then the thing here got very intense. And the beautiful non-dual message, there is not you, no you already, to start with, was kind of a beautiful music. Doubts were, of course, arising the whole time. Listening to this, and oh, this is new, And then there was nothing new anymore. Everything was already here, comprehended, known. And then it was like, okay, it's clear, nothing to get, no one there. So what? And sometimes doubts arose, and then they did not appear anymore. This was simply like, okay, that's it, no matter what. The doubt is it, the confusion is it, everything is it. Boom, already, no matter what.
As is that it's comprehended here.
Yeah, everything. Every thought is it.
I mean, what, you know,
Everything is it.
you know, comprehended.
It's
Or
how,
not comprehended.
It sounds, there's a way, it sounds
No,
like
there is no way. There is no way. There is simply no way. That's why it was like, okay, cool. That's it. I did not understand anything.
yeah, that's it. You don't so it's like all that understanding ended up being a burden. It ended up being like this weight of, you know, almost like being a dealer. You know, here, I'll trade you some of this knowledge and you give me some of yours. You know, it's almost like a drug, you know, and you know, you can get lost in this fantastic spiritual journey, you know, because the imagination, it's like, woo, you know, and you really, you know, it really seems like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. Yeah, I'm nothing. I realize now that I'm nothing. Well, no, you don't. Nobody does.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Michael, how was it there with you? Like, when was, can you say that when you listened to this and this was kind of the dead end? This was like, okay. And then kind of this drive to get something completely
Yeah.
collapsed.
Yeah. Well, as I shared before, it was first in Kosi about 3 years ago when he came to my Zoom, and I had posted something on Facebook, and he wrote just very simply, whether there's a me or no me doesn't matter, because all is this already. And
Already.
and for some reason that was, you know, like a bullet, a arrow to the heart, to the center of the heart. I was like my jaw, I was, something about it was electrical. Like it wasn't even mental. It was just like instantly, it was like, oh, fuck. So Nkosi was the first I heard that said, it just doesn't matter. If there's a feeling of a me there, it's this. And if there's not a feeling of a me there, it's this. So boom. And then,
Boom.
Rosa, this is where you and I resonated, because you had kind of the same reaction. In a way, you kind of started it because Sander had not been posting publicly. And then he privately sent you a video and you're like, Jesus, you got to post this. You know, it's like crazy. And then suddenly now, you know, he's a monster. You know, he's a machine. You know, the guy is.
Xander?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sander.
Exactly. I was like kind with Emerson. Emmy kind of managed, just to put it like this. Emmy gave me the last kick in the ass.
Yeah.
So that no doubt was left. I was like, when the slightest doubt arose, we just put it on, boom, gone, you know, straight. And then Xander popped up. And when I started to do just interviews, and I simply saw, I'm not that much into Facebook. I saw some of his posts, and I was like, OMG, simple, you know, even not simple, but direct.
So wait, before you saw a video, you saw a post.
Yeah, Xander hadn't had English any videos, no videos of Xander. And I simply read two Facebook, I don't know how it was, Facebook posts, and I loved them. And I simply said to him, would you do an interview with us, you know, on this German channel there? And then also being in touch with him, this total openness, you know, this total softness. This was so cool. And this was so and I was like in the interview asking Xander, okay, and do you have videos, films, YouTube? And he went, no. And I was like, what? And then on the next day, maybe he was like doing a shorty, just filming the nature and saying something, or barely. Those are the first things you can see on the channel. And I was like, fuck, I would do this exactly the same, like this, you know. This is the closest you
Yes,
can get the way he is provoked. This was completely here. Oh,
Rosa,
and
same
mm,
here. I'm gonna let you, I want you to continue, but I just want to say,
yeah.
as soon as I heard Sander, I said, my God, he's hitting the one note that needs to be, he's just repeating, just this, whatever it is. Go ahead.
Beautiful. And I was yeah, what to say? What happened? I don't know. It was just like, and this simply don't, it was very, so beautiful, so beautiful. And then he continued, like you said, like, you know, like a machine. And I was just like, also, then he started with this channel, and me too. And I was just like in love posting this beauty, you know. And this was like the greatest present ever, you know. Art, creativity, what's alive, full on aliveness.
Right, but there was something about the way Sander was expressing that was different, that you and I both picked up on, so to speak. There was a directness that wasn't fucking around.
um I don't compare.
Yeah,
I simply like totally, you know, I'm just like, it's very natural. It's like with the song. You simply love the song and you tune in and listen to it
right.
again
You
and
have to.
again and again and
Yeah, yeah.
again.
Listen, we're talking about Sander like he's our 110-year-old grandmother in the room, right in front of her, like she's not here. Sander.
You guys, what's up?
Nothing.
Great. Just this. All that is just this. You know, hearing all these types of so-called exploration and insights and loving, and you know, it's just beautifully this already, you know. And yeah, talking about Sander as if he's not here is this too.
You're
Such a
not there. I don't see any thunder there.
it quite suits, it quite soothing to as if you are not here. It's really nice, I can say, you know, and that's it too. um so yeah, it's I mean, what is there to say? It just plays, you know, that's all I can say. It just plays how it seems, and even that is just saying that it plays how it is seen or how it seems. There's not much to say about it. And the love and the liking and the not liking and the being interested play as innocently as everything. It's just this, and there's already no one doing just this, so there's no one having found something able to explain it, and there's no one resonating. But at the same time, there can be, well, I like it and I love it and it helped me, and all that is just this. What a beauty.
What a
So yeah,
beauty.
what a beauty. And you know, we can say we are here for the joy of speaking. Yeah, maybe this is just for the joy of speaking. It's definitely not
It
for
doesn't need a
something
reason.
else.
It doesn't
No,
need.
Exactly.
exactly. It
Exactly.
doesn't need a reason. Exactly. And what I was wanting to say is it's definitely for not something else, you know, and you can give it a reason or not. It doesn't change that there's just sitting and talking and listening apparently going on. And giving it a reason or not doesn't matter, because it doesn't make make this sitting and talking and watching more or less if it has a name or a reason. It's just already full on this. Whatever, you know, you can call it a Zoom meeting or a gathering or for the love of this or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still just this.
But look how beautiful, like out of nothing, this impulse is arising, this joy to contact Michael, you know, because just, and then this kind of, it's such a joy, such a beauty, you know, and like in a way, like life is performing so beautifully, joyfully, already. No need to understand anything. The understanding is a tool, going into the story, looking for the cause and effect of this, but in a way, just this.
Yeah, and also what was seen here was nothing, and Sander and I have talked about this quite a bit, is you there seems to be doing and things happen, but yet you never go anywhere. You never move. This never moves. I don't care where you are, what you're doing. It's movement and non-movement. Both are this simultaneously. So you could say something's happening and you could say nothing's happening, and there's nowhere to land.
No. Exactly. And this is not arising as it's not arising from somewhere and not even from nothing. You know, the idea that this is arising or not, is this already? I mean, it doesn't come anywhere. It doesn't come from somewhere, nor does it go somewhere. You know, this doesn't go anywhere. Talking and sitting doesn't go. It doesn't came from somewhere else. Sitting and talking doesn't came. It doesn't appear. It's almost like, well, there's an appearance. Well, that's just simply an appearance already. So calling it an appearance, or whatever you want to call it, is just this.
You know, I notice now that here is really no interest, zero interest in kind of
Finding out.
Yeah, finding out or understanding, not that much understanding, feeling, be in touch, going deeper, call it what you want, with those, this is just an appearance, nothing moves, this is nothing and simultaneously everything, this is unknown, you know, this is completely without any interest. The words are absolute, this is so ordinary. This is so ordinary, like it always was. I really can say that really that this is, it's just this.
Yeah.
What else? What
Yeah.
else?
Yeah. Yeah, the words don't matter. Hadar pulled a quote, something I said last night Zoom meeting, my Wednesday night Zoom meeting. Hadar found something. She quoted me. I said, no word will get you closer to this, and no word can take you away from this already.
Boom. By the way, she sent it today to me. I wanted to check it out later. Perfection, Hadar,
Yeah.
sweetheart. I love you.
As the, you know, there's just words. There's nothing separated from words, or you can call it words, but yeah, there's no one to get closer to this. You can call it words or energy or life. Nothing to get closer to this or farther away from this.
But it's
But yeah,
just like, sorry.
well, you know, it's so beautiful because it's always just an innocent report, so to say. So saying here there is no interest in finding out, going deeper, finding out the words or not. All that is just simply this, and there's already no one doing just this. So it's just innocently reporting what seemingly appears to happen, so to say, or you can call it happening there then. No need for this to go deeper, to find out, is this already? There's no one having needs or no needs, or lost his needs or her needs. There's just needs or no needs for no one, by no one separated from this to have them or to lose them already. Just needs. I mean, and calling it needs or no needs or wants or no wants doesn't matter. It's already just having no needs.
And even if it feels like there is a need,
Oh
so
yeah, totally, yeah.
there could be a feeling of, God, I can't help it. I'm just possessed. I need to figure this out. It's overwhelming. It's compelling. Yeah, that's exactly it. Nothing to be done. No escape. That's this. And then the question may arise, well, why would this do this? You know, last night was, why is there war? You know, in Kosi, if it's all this, why would there be war? But the idea that this includes war to the me just sounds incredible, because the me is thinking like a human being, like a me. It's saying, no, I don't like war, so therefore it shouldn't be. But this has no limits. This has no rules. This expression can be anything. It doesn't.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And asking why is there war, or wondering why there is war, is already not two. The wondering why or the asking why is already not separated from something else. And calling it war or freedom or peace is as equally just this already. So
Yeah.
wondering why is this. There's not
Yeah.
something else which is wondering. The wondering is this already. And the wondering is not separated from the wondering. It's just full on wondering why.
Beautiful.
But
In
there's
a
not
way,
wondering about something else. There's not something else to wonder about. The wondering about it is this. It is this. This is it. Already.
sweetheart Zonderlintje, I have to interrupt you. You know what was really beautiful noticing when you're doing from time to time YouTube lives, and questions are popping up, and the way you're reacting to the question, like you're reading the question, it's like, why, blah, I don't know what, and you're beautiful. You're repeating the question with like beautiful, like this is the question, is it already? Asking
Yeah.
why this is like this and this, that's it. Yeah, this directness is stunning, and it's unavoidable, and it's in a way too simple.
Well, and the funny thing is, saying there's just this is this already. Just saying there's just this. And thinking that is a knowing, or it's because of a realization, is this already. It's just a simple suggesting. There's no difference between saying there's just this or saying there's more. Saying there's more or not is this already. And adding value to that, or thinking it's gettable, or that it comes from knowing, or that it's a realization of some kind, is that already.
Yeah, inescapable.
So this has nothing to do with any type of truth or knowing, but thinking it's knowing, or that it comes from something, or that it's the end of a process, and just this is the end of the line, that itself is already just this. Thinking that it's the end of a line is this already. And
Yeah,
believing it comes
not
from
two.
knowing
It's simply always this.
it's already not to. Wondering
Yeah,
is not separated from something else. It's just full on wondering. So wondering is not separated from wondering. And questioning is not separated from questioning. It's just full on whatever seems to be happening. Wondering, questioning, trying to find. All that is just this. And this is just This, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it.
I mean, um, how to put this? The people would think who are the seekers, let's say like this, well, simply they would love to experience this wholeness, this satisfaction. And I love this song from the Rolling Stones. I can get no satisfaction. I love it.
That's the
And
seeker's anthem.
oh, and and then they hear, of course, that this is it already. And and yeah, and I simply like was okay, this is full on lack. This is full on, um shit. This is it already, and but it's of course not seen until it's seen. And there is no difference in full on joy and happiness and good feeling and yummy food and I don't know what. And um, a worse situation with, I don't know, illness whatsoever. It's full on. It's full on. Just this full on aliveness. No difference in those. It can be hurtful. It can be a lot of pain. It can be joyful. But this is just full on, not two. It's what it is. It's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we talked at the meeting also about the news, how upsetting and it can be, watching the news can happen and being upset and wanting to do something or feel it's wrong what's happening. It's just this
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
beautiful.
How can it be not this? this is
Well,
this is this is this is in a way unbelievable that this can appear as not this.
Right. Yeah. Ding, ding.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, Rosa, that was what was exactly as you say it. I was like, motherfucker, even death, even the horrible shit is equally this.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah. So, what a beauty and what a bullshit is the same.
yes, totally the same.
uh this is like really like full on booming perfection in the way, no matter what. This is so full. This is simply inescapable. This is free fall. This is uh also totally boring, ordinary,
Yeah.
whatever,
Talking,
whatever,
talking and not talking, either one.
whatever. And there is this natural liking or disliking. It's simply beautiful how it plays, so natural. Like I love Xander, like you're expressing. You see, I use a lot of Xander quotes. I'm in love with this. How the cookie crumbles, or just going to the toilet. There is a need to go to the toilet, you go to the toilet. It's that simple. If there is liking a teacher who is talking about consciousness, beautiful, full on. Why not? I mean, if there is disliking, everything is it. Everything is it.
Yes, and in the same way, not liking to listen to something else is this, but there's no something else, so it's just equally already just this, the liking, the loving, and the not liking, and the disliking. It's directly just whatever seems to rise, as is the suggestion. It is like that or not. It's equally this already.
This is in a way a total absolute satisfaction already.
Yeah, and a satisfaction for no one. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no one who is satisfied. There was no one already dissatisfied, able to move from a dissatisfied state into a satisfied state, as there's already no one in any state, like in a state of not accepting, moving to a state of acceptance. There's just accepting or not, and even that is too much already. You can call it accepting or not accepting, but whatever seems to be happening doesn't need to be called accepting or not accepting for it to be already just this. You know, banging your head against the wall doesn't need to be named for it to be already banging a head against the wall. It's just full on already whatever seems or not seems to be happening. Or not.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
And,
So
and
beautiful.
it can change. You know, for a while, consciousness can resonate. Awareness can I'm awareness. I'm awareness. That can resonate. And suddenly, boom, all of a sudden, shit, another concept. Ah,
Yeah,
Beautiful.
beautiful. And there is no difference in loving this concept. And or this is simply, yeah, everything is it already.
yeah, last night, so I don't remember, but the word mind was brought up. Well, the mind does this, and my mind does. Well, I've never seen a mind. Have you? Has anybody? Can somebody show
Well,
me a mind? I would like to see it, please.
I don't mind about the mind.
But here, saying mind is like saying any other word. It's just a concept. I don't see it. I don't know mind. What is, it's all, and they say, well, it's okay. So somebody said, well, it's your thoughts. When I say mind, I mean okay. What's a thought?
What's a thought? Yeah, beautiful. But look how beautiful that we have such beautiful words like mind, brain, thought, story, over story. This is wow. This is amazing.
Yeah, and a thought is just a thought. It's just a couple of letters, and getting hyped up about the word thought and wanting to know what a thought is this already? And
Yeah.
trying to paint a picture of the mind and a bunch of thoughts and how it would look and what it is this. It's such naturally, innocently arising. What is a thought? What is the mind? How, what is it? Let's ask each other, what is it? And it just naturally, organically just arises, wanting to know and giving it names.
Yeah.
And by giving it names, having a sense that there's a knowing what it is this already? And wanting to go deeper and what does it mean and how does it feel? All that is this. Such a joy, such a beauty. And there's no one doing just this. There's no escape in wanting to know what a thought is or wondering what a thought is. And no one has ever seen a thought. You cannot hold a thought. You cannot grab it. It has no weight. It has no edges. It has no corners.
No
It
location.
has no color.
No location.
No location.
You say, oh, it's in my head. Well, where's your head?
When it gets too complicated, this is simply stops.
Yeah.
Because this in loveness with the natural simplicity of what is always there. It's dominating the whole time. And as soon as it gets complicated in those things, just it's not working anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, here I was saying to Sander the other day, if something is trying to be sold, like a spiritual belief. No, your awareness. You know, let me show you why. As soon as I feel any kind of selling, he loses interest here.
Yeah. And this is happening so naturally.
Yes.
There is simply no you needed for this beautiful aliveness. Of course, you are always welcome because you are the aliveness too. The idea of you, or
Uh,
not the idea of you.
yeah.
Oh, so cool, so
Yes.
cool.
You are the aliveness.
Why not? Put it like that, you know, they are the me, or
Well,
it's
yeah, you
not
know,
only
it's a
love,
tool.
but
You know,
it's
it's
about
a tool.
me. It's a message for me. I am aliveness. I am. This is so, you know, Michael, when this first resonated, yeah, you know, more special, and so beautiful. And then, ooh, came over. Yeah. You know, and then this is just this wide blood open, but there is no one in it. And yeah, but this is the same. This is the same. Resonating with this. I am God.
Yeah, you know, exactly. I'm awareness or I'm not is exactly, there's no difference. It's simply this. And liking one or the other is this. There's not even one or the other. But yeah, liking the idea or the suggesting or the whatever name it is given, that you are awareness or that there's a you who's able to become more aware. For today, there was a new one. There's a you able to do non-dualistic thinking. Well, that's all is it too, you know?
Non-dual awareness, non-dual thinking. Yeah.
Thinking that there is something else which is applicable, which you can use, is this.
Yeah.
Thinking that there is something like an it or that which I can use is this. And that already is not separate. The thinking it's useful is not separated from something else, or the believing it's useful. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's such a joy. It's such a beauty.
Hmm.
And yeah, Michael, like you were saying, things may appear to change from maybe resonating, so to say, with I am boundless awareness into well, there's just this, which all is just this already. Um, and it's already no one resonating or not resonating.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell is resonating?
Well, it is like your favorite song. You don't need a reason. You know, if I like Stairway to Heaven, I like Stairway to Heaven. What are you going to do? You know, it's just what's happening. There's just a joy and it doesn't need a reason. That's the beauty.
Exactly.
Yeah. For example, I love watching the sky. I love it. I'm very, when I walk, I always kind of look the clouds, the sky, even if it's gray, you know. There is no choice here, you know, to do this or not to do this. This is just what happens. Yeah.
Yes, and the funny thing, as is saying that there is no choice. Saying there is no choice here is this, or saying there is a choice.
It's the same.
Yeah,
It's
the
the same.
most that can be said here is they say, well, what do you mean by this? All is this. The only thing that can be said here is no separation.
Not two.
Yeah, not two, no separation. That's it. That's,
Beautiful. Yeah, Michael, I'm very with you there. Simply full on just this, no separation.
Yeah, and here I would say when people say, well, what do you mean with this? Well, asking what this is this. What do you mean with this is this. What do you mean with this? This. What do you mean with this is already just this.
Michael, back to the repetition. Repetition. Beautiful, huh? Like you said, like over and over again, like in this boring sequence in a way, getting boring. But at the same time, I also got some comments like Sander Lynchen, like, when I listen to this, I'm simply so relaxed, because this is just this, I cannot say, it's beyond comprehension. It's just like the most beautiful song ever, which is like directly gotten from no one, like the way Xander, of course not Xander, of course there is no Xander, but the way it plays out, it's perfection, live full on playing like this is such a beauty.
yeah, yeah. I teach chess to little kids
Yeah.
5 days a week at different schools throughout Los Angeles, and constantly I'm amazed. Oh, that too. It's just endlessly expressing funny, uh, not funny. A kid spit on another kid yesterday. Then I'm yelling, I'm looking at the kid, why did you spit on him? And ready to kill him. And then he says, well, he went into the bathroom when I was in the stall and he opened the door on me. So now the whole story changed. I look at the first kid, what are you doing opening the stall when the poor guy's trying to go to the bathroom? So it's how crazy you could just laugh. So they agreed to shake hands. They actually called it a
Oh,
draw. And I was ready to strangle both of them, and then they shook hands and said, okay, we'll just call it even.
cool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. um Here, maybe this also to add, what I really love is like, no matter what is happening, as I said, here is no need to say apparently or not apparently, me or
No,
no me. This is total
no.
without any
Of
interest.
course.
It's just like, no matter what is happening, uh is like, wow, not that this like unbelievable. It's like just the timing is, how to put it, it just is. There is no, there is simply no question. This drive here, maybe to want it differently. It can be boring, it can be, I don't know, it's just this. There is simply no drive to change the thing, even if change is happening,
Yeah,
movement is happening, action is happening. It's just this, it's just the action. It's just,
yeah.
it's kind of, maybe there is no reaction anymore. There's just the action.
Well, another good example of this was the word apparently, because for a while I used it, and but at a certain point it seemed stupid. Like all of a sudden it was here. I couldn't say apparently anymore. I just, in fact, I wrote Ere and Arrigo a note, and I said I'm not gonna. I said long time no talk parentheses, and I'm not gonna say apparently after every word. It's stupid. You don't need apparently. If it's boring, it's boring. If it's exciting, it's exciting. It's just what it is.
And if apparently is used, it's this too.
But it doesn't, what I'm trying to, it doesn't,
I
you can use it. It's fine.
Yeah,
And I did.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
for sure. But I'm
Okay.
saying now here, it's just seen as just another fancy concept.
For me, well, Michael, when you now talk to me about whatsoever you use apparently, I simply won't hear it. It's going to be overheard. So for me, it's without any interest if you use it or not. Yeah, but I got what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. And here also, if I'm using it or not, it's not interesting. Maybe I will say this or not, but From yeah, I'm just playing with this, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
When this
It's just
topic
that
was,
apparently it was like, well, apparently compared to what? You know?
as I said, it's much too complicated.
Yeah,
For
yeah, yeah, yeah.
why? I mean, it's what it is.
But go ahead, Sanders. Sanders going to tell us that apparently is it too.
Come on, Xander.
Come on.
Yeah, there's already one. Well, you using the word and not using the word and calling this real or just a happening or an apparent happening, it doesn't change this. You know, you can whatever you can call it. Well, you can. Hey, for example, you're in a hospital bed dying of cancer. You know, and somebody's coming in and saying, "Well, you're apparently lying there or not." It doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
doesn't change anything. It's
yeah,
still just this.
yeah,
So I mean, the use of the word, you can say it's real or unreal or a dream or an illusion. All that is this already, you know. Giving it names or not giving it names, is it already? And there's already no one giving it names or not giving it names. And giving it names sometimes or never or both or neither is this. And the name giving doesn't care. You know, giving it names has no preferences for names. It's full on name giving already. It's full, it's already whole and complete. Anyway, whatever it's been called, it's already full on what it's been called or not been called. So it doesn't matter.
yeah. Doesn't matter.
Even not saying something is already just this, not saying something, silence. And silence doesn't need anything for it to become more silent or less silent. But yeah, it's it's just funny with all the words. It's just a joy, the words. And I mean,
Exactly.
words
It's
cannot,
just the joy.
yeah, you cannot step on it. You cannot build a bridge to get out with words. It just crumbles. It's a funny thing, words. You cannot hold them. You cannot make a sandcastle out of them. You can definitely not climb out this with words. Words are not helping you out, as there's already no you. There's just words or whatever is happening.
So, sweethearts, what are we here talking about?
Well, you can call it, it's funny because things are popping up. We're talking about nothing, we're talking about everything, and at the same time, we're not talking about something. There's not something we talk about, there's just talking, but this is not about something. The talking is it already. So we're not like, yeah, we're talking not about something which is not this. The talking is this. It's just talking, simply talking, sitting, staring, watching beautiful Michael and a beautiful Rosa, and calling them beautiful is this already. And it's not about something. This is not about something. We're not talking about something. The talking is it.
Michael, when there is a friend and asking you, Michael, what did you do uh this morning? Well, I had a Zoom talk. Oh, interesting. What about? How are you going to answer?
Um,
You're going to lie.
yeah, no, we talk about nothing and everything, like Sander just said, but nobody's doing it right now. These words, nobody's doing these very words.
We're talking about talking. It was a talk about talking and words and watching and sitting and staring and talking about laughing and crying and lying in a bed and just this at the
Yeah,
same time.
nothing and everything. they're not two. The nothing, that's what I love about Sander. He was the one that said, because you often hear this is nothing appearing as everything. And Sander, I'm listening to the guy and it just boom, right? Rosa, boom. He goes,
Boom.
well, this is not coming from somewhere.
Yeah. I heard already a couple of times from different speakers this simultaneous nothing and everything, that there is nothing coming from. It was often heard, but in a way, when Zander, of course, there is no cause and effect, but this he is like a total, equalizer, you know, it's just like head off. But in such a beautiful way, and not able to express it in a very direct, very natural, very natural. It's effortless, very effortless, like, yeah, like easygoing, flowing thing there. I can just put it like this. Like, not need to listening to music, not need to understand anything. Just put on Zander and boom.
Yeah, so listening to Sander is like listening to your favorite music. So you can resonate with the music being expressed, or you could just go, blah,
Yeah,
this guy,
yeah,
what the hell does he think he knows?
yeah.
What kind of philosophy is he espousing?
Yeah, he got, of
Beautiful.
course,
Yeah, yeah.
very
Yeah.
often this thing, what kind of philosophy? This is total bullshit, Yeah, this is it too.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes. What a bullshit. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. What a crap. Yes. You're repeating the whole time the same thing. Yes.
yes.
Beautiful. That's it.
Easy.
Yeah. And there's no way out. There's no way able to stop thinking it's total bullshit and it's boring.
Yeah,
And that can't be believed. People go, well, it's hard to believe that this would be boring. Yeah, that's it too. Feeling it's hard to believe that this could be boring.
Yeah, boring can just boring. It's so funny because boring. I mean, what the hell does it mean? Boring. I mean, it becomes so. Yeah, what's there so special about boring? There's no. There's no difference
Well,
between
okay.
boring or no boring.
Well, I don't like it. I don't like boring. I want action.
Yeah. Well, that's boring. I mean, I mean, in a way, when everything is boring, there's no boring, and when everything is special, there's no special.
here we are again, not two.
Yeah. So there is this. There can be like, well, this I don't want. This is boring. I want something else, something better, something more fulfilling. At least not this. This I don't want.
You guys are so repetitious. All you guys say is it's just this, it's just this, it's just this. That's not helpful.
No, but it's not meant to be helpful either. So thinking it should be helpful or believing that it should be helpful or that it should help me is this already.
Yeah, you
So
see?
making this something which is can be helpful for you, is this. So even when there's a suggesting, well, there's just this and there's nothing to get, this may be objectified into something, well, I want to get that, there's nothing to get.
Yeah.
And likewise, when there is a suggestion, well, this is not for your help, making that helpful and objectifying that as something which can be helpful, that there's nothing which is helpful, is this already. It just simply plays out. It's simply effortlessly objectifying something in which I can use to step out of this. What it's going to be hard because there's already no you in this, or
Exactly,
no you
sweetheart.
and
There,
this.
there's simply no you in this. That's it. And then it's not two.
Yeah.
When there is simply no you in this, then it's not two. It's not about you. I put it like there is no me and life. There is full on aliveness. No matter what this is, aliveness. What is aliveness? I don't know. But there is simply no one plus, not two. And it's in a way totally logical. Making this logical. Is it two? And yeah, and as I said, and when this thing maybe simply collapse, wanting to know
Yeah.
what this not two is. Okay, there is no me, not two. Okay, I got it. But, and then but,
Yeah.
boom.
That sense of needing it to be logical can just dissolve. That can just not be there all of a sudden. Because there can be a time where, yeah, but that's not logical. You know, why would this appear as cancer or war or whatever, all the atrocities? Well, that's not logical. And then all of a sudden, logic somehow was seen as a concept. Why does it need to be anything?
It's not needed. Logic is not needed. For this to be what it is,
Yeah.
nothing is needed. It's already.
Exactly. Yes. This doesn't need to be logical to just talk. Talking has no need for logic for it already to be just talking.
Yeah.
Or not talking, or saying this is logical or illogical has no need for logic. Whatever
Yeah.
is happening has no needs for logic, or I mean,
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Michael, sweetheart, I would love you to maybe finish the show with a beautiful or not beautiful or whatsoever impulse. Let's see what's going to come out there.
Yeah, I got an impulse for you. Good job on getting me, Rosa and Sander. I was sitting here just biting my tongue, Sander. That's why I didn't respond to you this morning. I read what you wrote to me, but I said, "Oh, I can't talk. I can't lie to Sander. I'm not going. What's going on today, boss?" So I just keep my, fingers off the buttons, and then suddenly Rosa Sander appears, and I'm like, oh, beautiful. It was such a joyful surprise. So just
Beautiful.
thank you. That's what's
Thank
coming up here
you.
is gratitude for both of you.
Beautiful. Thank
thank
you.
you,
So
Michael
I
and
thank you
Rosa.
so
Yeah.
much. Okay.
Thanks,
Mwah.
guys.
I
Mwah.
love you.
I love you.
Love you guys. Beautiful.
See ya.